Want to say, and we want to say we paid. We want to say we brought it to you. That's what nice people do. They bring you things.
Hey, thanks, Pfizer. Can you bring us the bill? We're ready to go. They're serving.
And now a CBS Sports Update brought to you by Pfizer.
Meet the Press Data Download brought to you by Pfizer.
This portion of CBS This Morning sponsored by Pfizer.
On how to find the hidden sugars in the American family diet. Sponsored by Pfizer.
And so what happens when you get that kind of... So here's some more misinformation.
Let's bring in NBC senior medical correspondent, Dr. John Torres. Dr. Torres, good morning to you. As Kathy mentioned, that new poll finds about 2/3 of parents are hesitant to get their kids the shot. What is your advice to alleviate some of their concern?
Well, I've got some lies that came right from Pfizer that I'm going to just use to scare the shit out of parents right now. Ready? Because as you see, most parents don't want to get their kids vaccinated. So we came up with a bunch of lies. They're pretty scary. Here we go. I'm going to dress like a lumberjack, even though I'm a doctor.
And Joe, you're right. There is that hesitancy to get the shot, and it's a hesitancy that parents typically have because they're very protective of their child. A couple of things I tell them is, one, from a community perspective, children right now are 25% of the cases that are out there. That's from a community perspective, but parents are more worried about their own child. So here are some numbers for their child. Last week, 118,000 children ended up with Pfizer. Since the pandemic, over 8,000 have been hospitalized, a third of those in the ICU. And unfortunately, there have been 146,000 deaths, which according to the American Academy of Pediatrics, puts COVID now in the top 10 causes of death for children.
He's just making that stuff up. And guess what? People who watched that segment knew it. He just was fear-mongering the hell out of people.
Wait, Jimmy.
What?
Maybe he meant his top 10 favorite causes of death.
That's what I think he meant. So, because when people watch that on YouTube, which it's still up, that unbelievable medical misinformation, I'll tell the truth on YouTube, and I'll get in trouble. This guy does this. People voted it down 5,000 to 600. That's why they took away the dislike button. That's why, because people were on to their medical misinformation about COVID on YouTube, and YouTube was like, we got to scramble, and we got to suppress this. We're going to get rid of the dislike button, and they fucking did, and that's about COVID.